Good evening. We begin tonight with an update on the investigation into the death of Kenneth White.
Tiffany VanAlstyne was arraigned in Albany County Court this morning, just days after a grand jury indicted her on 2 counts of murder and 1 count of manslaughter. She, of course, is accused of killing her 5-year-old cousin, who she was watching at home at the time.
Our Tori Wells is live outside the state capitol. Tori, I know shortly after Tiffany VanAlstyne was arraigned, a local lawmaker introduced some legislation that's actually born from this case.
Yeah, Senator George Amador introduced today what he's calling Kenneth White's Law. This is a copy of it right here. It's legislation that Sheriff Craig Apple has been pushing for since the 5-year-old's death. Now, this would not have saved Kenneth's life, but the sheriff and the senator both tell me that this could help find missing children in the future.
Albany County grand jury handed up a 3-count indictment charging Tiffany VanAlstyne with murder in the 2nd degree.
20-year-old Tiffany VanAlstyne stood quietly in front of a judge this morning as the district attorney's office read the indictment against her.
Which they are plea of not guilty to each and every count contained therein.
Tiffany's mother, Brenda VanAlstyne, was sitting in court but had nothing to say as she walked out.
No comment.
In the past, Brenda had told us Tiffany loved Kenneth and his 2 sisters. The children lived with their Aunt Brenda and cousin Tiffany in this home.
Obviously, it touched a lot of people, and there's a lot of fragments of this case that I want to follow through on.
Sheriff Craig Apple was at this morning's arraignment, something he doesn't typically attend, but he says this case has left an impact and brought to light what he feels is a legislative issue. He wants police to have access to files the county or state might have on a child in emergency cases. That information wouldn't have saved Kenneth's life, but the sheriff says it could help others.
Maybe there's something very critical in there that could be, a vital piece of information to get that child home.
Every second counts.
Just today, Republican Senator George Amador introduced legislation to clarify existing law. He says the bill better lays out what information law enforcement has access to and when.
We need to give the information very quickly to law enforcement so they can do their job efficiently, effectively.
Now, Senator Amador's bill has been referred to the Children and Families Committee right now, and I'm told that similar legislation is being written on the Assembly side. Of course, all of this would have to be voted on before it is put into law. We are live in Albany. Tori Wells, CBS 6 News.